I'm happy to announce that as of right now, the pond is back to holding water. It only took one night for this pond level to rise several feet, so that is good. If anyone cares to know, we filled the drainage pipe with hydraulic cement, so fingers crossed it holds. If not, back to the drawing boards. But what takes all the stress out of this situation is that I have no doubt that once we finally figure out how to plug the hole, it's going to fill with water so quickly. This is one night of water. So that's pretty crazy. But that is not what we're doing today. What we're doing today is planting trees. I don't think that anyone who really knows me would describe me as a patient person, but working with plants has taught me much more than just a timely watering schedule. I have found myself amongst the living things. A dream has grown inside of me like a seed, waiting for the right conditions to sprout. So never give up on a dream just because of the time it'll take to accomplish it, because time will pass anyway. If you have been following along, today is a very exciting day. This is episode 2 of my permaculture design build, and today we are planting. Finally, it has seemed like forever. In reality, it's been about 8 months. The plans are starting to come to fruition, which is really exciting. So I have staged these trees out approximately where I want to plant them. I kind of just willy-nilly sat them, but that's kind of the whole point. When I think of permaculture, I think of a system of doing things, a way of living that mimics the natural world. In the natural world, do you see like 100 of the same trees in a row? No, you don't. That goes against everything that nature is. In the natural world, things are very diverse. There's tens, dozens, hundreds of species in one little place, and that is for a reason. So I'm not doing I'm not conventionally farming these trees. I won't be spraying them. The strong will survive. I'm going to set them up with the perfect environment in which something would want to grow, and hoping for the best, to be honest. But in a permaculture system, you're not planting a lot of things together. You're interspeciating. You're interplanting different species, lots of different species, and they all help each other in different ways and also confuse the pests. So I am mixing up all of my plantings, like for instance, for what I see, this is a plum, then an apple, then a cherry, then an apricot, then an apple, then a pear. You get it. We're mixing everything up on purpose. But I'm leaving a lot of space in between so that I can come back throughout the season and throughout the seasons and continue to plant this space. And eventually it's going to be a full hedgerow that you won't be able to see through. So without further ado, let's plant some things. When digging a hole for your tree, you don't just want to dig the hole the size of whatever pot that it came out of. You want to make your hole nice and wide, so one, that it's aerated around it so that your roots can find their way. And then I'm going to backfill this hole with some homemade compost just to get the tree off on the right foot. Now, contrary to popular belief, I am not indeed going to dance around this tree and tamp the soil down. I'm going to leave it nice and fluffy. The roots of the tree will really appreciate a nice aerated space to expand their root system. But I'm done with this tree for now, but I'm not done 100%. I'm going to finish planting these trees and then I'm going to come back and mulch. In between all of my big plantings, so in between all of the trees here, I'm going to be planting shrubs and berries and ground cover and nitrogen fixing trees and shrubs and things everywhere you see. But I'm going to be filling those in little bit by little bit as I have them. But right now I have these little blueberries that will be perfect in between. Swales can be a form of irrigation systems, but actually it's just a really great tree growing system because the swales are naturally going to fill with water whenever we do have rains, even if it wasn't connected to a pond. It's built on contour, and so it follows the lay of the land as the water falls down naturally. Your swale will hold the water, for one, but not for long like a pond. It's going to slowly allow the water to filter through the ground, allowing all of your trees and plants to really use the water before it evaporates or goes down into the aquifer. So this slows down the path of water where it was going to go anyway. Here in my area, by planting the trees inside of the berm, it's sitting above the water level. So here, my ground is naturally wetter in this area, so by planting above that soggy soil, the trees can tap into as much water as they need to with their roots, but they're not sitting in soggy soil all of the time. So this creates a nice free draining system and area in which plants will thrive. I also am going to be dispersing these elderberry cuttings that I took last year, grew them out in the greenhouse. Then I kind of forgot about them when the season got busy and they got too dry, and I thought that I killed them. And then this spring, they started waking back up. So I am going to take them out of this pot, and I'm sure they will be very happy to have a final resting place here in the swale.
I shut it off. Thank you.
And these are really quick to fruit. Honestly, these will probably all set fruit next year.
Something happened when you walked out through my door. Can't imagine what my life was like before. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I'm a dreamer.
It's like my own personal hayride.
Dreamed a thing like this.
So if I feel like I'm gonna fall off.
Flying through the universe. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Living the best day of my life. Living the best day.
I think the final count for today is that we planted 19 fruit trees today and a few handful of elderberry and blueberry in between. And the last step, when you plant your tree, obviously you want to water it in pretty heavily. To ensure that our trees get off on the right foot, I'm going to surround their little area on top with cardboard as my mulch, and then put actual wood chip mulch on top, just so that the root system doesn't have to worry about fighting other plants for water and nutrition and all the things. Now just do that 18 more times. Well, we ended up getting 19 trees planted today, which leaves 31 left. So while I'm pretty tired, that's just the season that we're in, but also it just feels so good to work towards a goal that I've had for almost a year. It's feeling good, it's feeling good. But anyway, I am going to finish watering all my seedling babies and make dinner, and I will see you guys again here real soon because we have so much more work to do. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.